Hello people of the internet. If you're interested in learning how to do a backflip on a snowboard, I can help you out tremendously because I'm not like a pro snowboarder, but I just recently learned how to do a backflip on a snowboard, so I think my input will be very helpful for the amateur snowboarders out there who want to do a backflip but just don't know how to, or just need more extra tips to be able to do it, because I just recently learned how to do it. So let's get started. The four major things that you need to know or need to do is if you have the availability to make a ramp of your own, that's very important. Committing to the backflip is probably the most important thing. Practicing it is even more important almost. Landing it, sometimes, basically for me, all it's about is thinking about landing it, and that actually does help. And once you finally get it down, you gotta throw it down with some swag. Alright, so for step one, learning how to do a backflip will definitely be easiest at your own house or at somebody else's house, not at a resort. You can try it at a resort, but you might hurt yourself. But I'd advise waiting for a big snowfall, making a huge snow pile at the end of one ramp, and just testing it out then you probably won't hurt yourself if you totally screw up. But once you get over the fear of doing it, you should be fine, and you should be able to do it on resort stuff. So so you want to have a pretty inclined ramp. You can just test it. See, I had a ramp already made, but I just shoveled out a steeper incline. So that's about the ramp. Just basically make a foam pit out of snow, and then you have nothing to worry about. Second step to doing a backflip is the run-up. The run-up, there are a couple of things that you should be doing in the run-up. First of all, before you even attempt to do a backflip, you should definitely test out the jump, know what speed you need. You really don't need too much speed. As you can see in these clips, I'm really not getting that much air. So you really don't need too much speed as long as the ramp's steep enough and you can pop enough back to get the desired amount of rotation. So the run-up is basically you just want to have a solid, straight run-up. Keep your body completely balanced, the board flat on the ground, not on your edges or anything, and just a nice athletic stance, not knees all the way to the ground, but a solid athletic stance so that you can get the most pop out of your board to create the rotation. Alright, so what you want to do for pop is you want to go off the very back of your board, basically but pop off of the back. It'll come to you with practice, but basically you just pop off the back right at the lip of the jump, and you'll turn that into rotation. You get the more pop, the faster the rotation. The less pop, you might end up landing on your head. But if you have that soft cushion with practice, you should be fine. So just pop will come with time. Alright, so step 4 is probably the most important one. Committing to the trick. If you don't commit, you are probably more likely to hurt yourself. As you can see in these first couple of clips, I originally was not too committed, but once I finally committed, I started to feel, okay, I think I can do this now. And at first I was just like, no, like the first couple of times I'm like, alright, I probably should just stop. But I just kept on committing, and I kept on practicing, and that helped me finally do it. Okay, so step 5 after committing is probably the most important one. Practice. So you want to just keep on practicing. It took me about a day or two of practice before I landed my first ever backflip, and probably a total of like 2 or 3 hours of it. So it took a lot of practice, and just built up my confidence, and helped me learn how to do the trick, and helped me learn how to do it better. Alright, so once you are comfortable with doing the backflip rotation basically, but if you're having some difficulties landing, the last step is landing the backflip, obviously. And I did have a lot of difficulties landing. I finally got the rotation down, I had everything down, I was consistent with it, but for some reason I just couldn't land. And turns out what the trick for me was, immediately I just kept on dying, or kept on not landing enough, and I just thought, while I was doing the trick, like, I set my mind to it, and I thought of landing it, and believe it or not, that actually did help. As soon as I did that, I landed it right away, and that's the way I think landing is that's the way you should land. So try that. Once you finally get the practice in, once you can get the rotation and you're not landing it, just think land and just concentrate on that, and you should be good. Good luck, guys, and hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you found it helpful, please leave a like and subscribe if you want more.